It's such a horrible feeling spending months and months, sometimes years on something and getting absolutely nowhere. In this case, your designs aren't selling and maybe you're anxiously checking your phone every single hour to see if that first sale has come in. Or maybe you got that first sale quite quickly and your hopes were up, but it's now been months and that second sale just hasn't come in yet. Well, that isn't sustainable, and a lot of people who are having these experiences are thinking of giving up. Warren Buffett has a really interesting perspective on giving up.
I went in the textile business by accident in 1965, and I threw in the towel about 20 years later, and that was about 20 years too late. There's a great tendency to want to hold on, justify old decisions. I mean, that's a human trait. And when you really know you've got a bad business is when you have a good manager and you're getting bad results.
20% of businesses fail in their first year, 30% fail in their second, and 50% fail in their first 5 years. So please don't think of this as an embarrassing life event. Think of it as, wow, I had the courage to start something from scratch myself. No, it didn't work, but who's to say the next idea that I have won't work? Because at the end of the day, if you're able to do something that you love, it will make you happier, even if it's only a part-time side hustle. I'm currently reading an awesome book called Lost Connections. Now, there is an amazing little bit I want to read from this book, and it really opened my eyes. So, the polling company Gallup conducted the most detailed study ever carried out of how people across the world feel about their work. They found that 13% of us say that we are engaged in our jobs. Against them, 63% say they are not engaged, which is defined as sleepwalking through their workday, putting time but not energy or passion into their work. And a further 24% are actively disengaged. They, Gallup explained, aren't just unhappy at work, they're busy acting out their unhappiness. Every day, these workers undermine what their engaged co-workers accomplish. This means, taking the Gallup study, 87% of people aren't enjoying their job. That is absolutely mind-blowingly crazy. You spend, 40 years, the age of like 20 to 60-ish, 40 years working, and 87% of people don't enjoy what they do. Another study conducted by Princeton University's researchers found that people's day-to-day happiness increased with income up to about $75,000 per year, at which point it tops out. This is quite a famous study, and it goes to show that once you're making a certain amount of money, striving for more money, putting in more effort, causing your life more stress, at the end of the day, it might not actually impact your happiness at all. For many, working at a job that they love is more fulfilling, more productive, and more important than money. Remember, we're not even talking about businesses failing here, we're talking about when it's time to give up. And that doesn't mean failing. That simply means you no longer want to work on that particular side hustle or business anymore. It could be, a bit profitable, but just not enjoyable. So giving up seems like the right move. More often than not, giving up is due to lack of income from that business or side hustle, and it just taking up too much of your time. Don't think of giving up as a bad thing. Think of giving up as, I tried, but now I want to try something else. However, saying that, you should really only give up when you have given it your all. And how do you know when you've given it your all? Well, in the case of print on demand, creating a manageable schedule could be your solution. Having set times every single day or every single week to focus on designs could be what you need to counter burnout and potential frustration. The reason for giving up will be personal to you. Could it be lack of time, lack of motivation, lack of sales? Let me know in the comments if you're thinking about giving up with your print on demand business and what your reasons are. Once getting to the bottom of the reason, I would suggest seeing if you could solve that problem before deciding, I'm just gonna give up now, I'm gonna move on. If you can't, there's nothing wrong with that. In a way, you kind of want to do a full business audit. Perhaps there is something better out there for you, or maybe you do really enjoy the designing process of print on demand and you really want to do something in that field. Well, in that case, you could sell your designs on Fiverr, Upwork, 99 Designs, and that way you're still kind of in the print on demand world, but you don't have that stress of getting sales. You're just selling your designs to other people. So, to answer the question, when should you give up with your print on demand business? I would say when you feel like you've tried everything and you've gotten advice and determined it's just not working out. For any reason, money, time, stress levels, enjoyment. Just don't let anyone tell you you are a failure, because you are not a failure. If you really are considering giving up and you want to try just one more time, check this video out so you can learn how to turn your business around and start getting those sales that you deserve.